Are you trying to figure out a way to downsize now that your family, your kids, have left the nest? Brooks, tell us how
Yeah.
to do this.
It's interesting because, typically here in Utah, we have fairly big families,
Yeah.
3 to 5 kids in a family. So we've got these big homes, 4 or 5 bedrooms. And then all at once, you find yourself, your kids have all moved out, and now you're living in a castle that's empty. And you're thinking, well, what I've got is I've got a great storage unit for all of my kids to store all of their stuff. And now I'm trying to figure out, I really would like to do that. I'd like to get into something smaller,
Yeah.
less maintenance, less things that are going on. How am I going to do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, one of the real problems is that here in our economy right now, housing prices are rising so fast that you sell your house and you go to buy just a small home you want to live in, you're still spending $500,000 to $600,000 for a small home.
Yeah. Oof.
And it's like financially, this doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, and you're possibly in a new area that you really don't want to be
Yeah, you're
in,
going to be
maybe.
leaving friends that
Yeah.
you've been hanging around and things that you're familiar with. So here is a solution you need to consider.
Ready?
What if I were to take my property and put a smaller home in the backyard?
Perfect.
And you move into that home,
Okay.
live there, and you rent the big house out for $2,500 to $3,000 a month.
Yeah.
You're now getting paid to live and downsize into your smaller home.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love
What's really
this.
great about that is that you're staying in the same neighborhood, you
Yeah.
got the same friends, you keep all the equity that you built up in your house, you haven't
Yeah.
lost any of that equity, and you're adding additional equity because you put a second property, a second home that's going to increase the value of your property, and you're getting paid to downsize.
That's what I was going to say. We're getting paid to downsize, and so we're even introducing like another income source
Yes.
while doing
Yeah.
this.
And what's really cool about it is, guess, you're still healthy and happy. And what you want to do is you want to travel all over the country and the world,
Yes, please.
but you don't want to leave for a long time because you're afraid somebody's not going to be there to watch your house.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're being paid to watch your house while you're on vacations.
I love that too.
I know.
I like that a lot.
There's so much power in the tool of thinking, how can I use an ADU to help me in a family type situation?
Yeah.
And this is really a big thing because people are looking for ways to downsize, but they just
Right.
don't know because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to go live in a condo that I'm going to spend $600,000 for and lose a lot of the equity value that I've got in my house.
Right. Right. I mean, it really is a complete reversal of the problem of downsizing.
Yes.
It solves
It
them
really
all.
is. It really is.
I
It
love
really
that.
is.
That is very cool. I feel like I'm learning so much already about how an ADU can solve so many of the challenges that we have with our growing families. How do people get in contact with you to ask more questions about these things?
Well, it's really simple. All you have to do is send me an email, and the email address is pretty easy to remember. It's just hello, like, hey neighbor, what's going on?
Hello.
Hello at aduutah.com. So
Okay.
aduutah, all compressed as one.com. Hello at aduutah.com. And we'll follow up and we'll start answering that along with probably 100 other questions that you'll start to come up with.
It will be a long email. There will be more questions. Thank you.